Buying a Tudor in 2026 should be simple, but somehow, it's never been more confusing. Black Bay this, Pelagos that, carbon Chronos in flamingo colors. Tudor is throwing everything at the wall. So today, I'll tell you which Tudor is actually worth your money, by category, so you don't end up with a $6,000 regret on your wrist. And if you like calm, honest watch advice, hit subscribe. Let's crank the crown. The Tudor Black Bay 58 Blue, $4,700. The Black Bay 58 is still Tudor's greatest magic trick. At 39mm, it nails that vintage-leaning sweet spot, substantial but never shouting. The blue dial is glossy, almost nautical, catching light like polished enamel on a classic yacht. Inside beats the MT5402, COSC certified, 70-hour power reserve, and a silicon balance spring that quietly laughs at magnetism. The case is slim, the bracelet tapers elegantly, and on the wrist, it wears like whiskey neat, smooth, mature, slightly dangerous to your wallet. This is for you if you want one Tudor that feels timeless, versatile, and emotionally safe. It won't thrill spec nerds, but it will age gracefully with you. That's man math for you. The Tudor Black Bay 58 Burgundy, $5,175. The Burgundy Black Bay 58 feels like Tudor rediscovering its rebellious streak. The deep red bezel isn't loud, it's rich, like aged leather in a vintage sports car. At 39mm, it keeps that perfect retro-modern proportion, and the sunburst dial shifts from wine to black depending on the light. Inside, the MT5402 keeps things reliable. COSC certified, 70 hours of reserve, silicon balanced spring. It's familiar, but emotionally different. This is for you if you love the BB58 formula, but want something more expressive, more collector-coded. It's subtle enough for daily wear, but interesting enough that another watch nerd will notice across the room. The Tudor Black Bay 68, $5,300. The Black Bay 68 is Tudor embracing modern sizing. At 43mm, it's unapologetically bold, with a clean contemporary dial and strong wrist presence. Inside is the MT5601U, Meta-certified, anti-magnetic, and built for modern expectations. It feels like Tudor stepping out of vintage cosplay and into the future. This is for you if you like big watches and modern proportions. If the BB58 feels too polite, this one feels like Tudor with shoulders back and chest out. If you're into honest watch advice, no hype, no sponsored nonsense, hit subscribe. This channel is for people who spend their own money and hate regrets. The Tudor Pelagos Ultra, $6,650. The Pelagos Ultra is Tudor saying, we're not just Rolex's younger sibling, we're the grown-up diver nerd. At 43mm in titanium, it sounds intimidating, but it wears shockingly light, like strapping a submarine blueprint to your wrist. The matte dial is brutally legible, the lume glows like a runway at midnight, and the depth rating is, frankly, absurd for desk divers. Inside ticks the MT5612U, Meta-certified, 65-hour reserve, and built like a tool that doesn't care about your feelings. This is for you if specs make your heart race and you want the most serious Tudor ever made. If you value elegance, this might feel like a tactical boot with a tuxedo. And hey, if any of the watches I've mentioned have sparked your interest, or if you're deep in a late-night grail hunt, I've got links in the description that go straight to exquisite timepieces who I'm proud to call our official sponsor. They're an authorized dealer for over 80 luxury watch brands, from Grand Seiko and Tudor to independents like Angelus and Ball. So you're browsing real inventory, backed by real manufacturer warranties with global shipping. And for viewers in the US, they offer free shipping on all orders over $1,000. I've personally bought from them, and I only partner with retailers I'd recommend to a fellow collector over coffee. You'll find the links in the description if you want to check them out. Alright, back to the chronos. The Tudor Pelagos FXD, $4,900. The Pelagos FXD is Tudor going full military romance. Fixed lugs, fabric strap, matte everything. This thing looks like it came out of a naval equipment locker. At 42mm in titanium, it's light, purposeful, and unapologetically utilitarian. The dial is pure function, the loom is nuclear, and inside beats the MT5602, COSC certified, 70 hours of reserve, built to be abused. This is for you if you love tool watches that feel authentic, not styled. It's not a desk diver, it's a watch that feels like it has stories, even if you're just timing coffee. The Tudor Pelagos FXD Chrono, $6,200. The FXD Chrono is Tudor's military pilot dive fantasy made real. Carbon composite case, fixed lugs, countdown bezel. It looks like mission gear, not jewelry. At 43mm it's big, but the carbon keeps it feather light. Inside ticks the MT5813, a column wheel, vertical clutch chronograph with 70 hours of power reserve. It's serious mechanics wrapped in tactical cosplay. This is for you if you want a chronograph that feels like equipment, not fashion. If your idea of luxury is functionality with attitude, this one quietly scratches that itch. The Tudor Black Bay Pro, $4,950. The Black Bay Pro is Tudor's most misunderstood watch. It's a 39mm GMT with a fixed steel bezel that screams Explorer 2 energy, minus the Rolex tax. The dial is matte, the loom plots are chunky, and the yellow GMT hand pops like a highlighter in a law book. Inside is the MT5652, true GMT architecture, COSC certified, and rugged enough to survive actual travel. Yes, it's thick. Yes, you'll notice it. But it also feels honest, like a tool, not jewelry pretending to be a tool. This is for you if you travel, love utilitarian design, and want real GMT function without playing Rolex roulette. The Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT, $5,350. The Black Bay 58 GMT is Tudor saying, what if the GMT master had manners? At 39mm, it's compact, wearable, and genuinely charming. The red and black bezel is sporty but restrained, and the gilt accents give it that boutique warmth. Inside is the MT5450U, a METAS-certified true GMT movement with 65 hours of power reserve. That's serious tech in a vintage-sized package. This is for you if you want a GMT that feels classic, not chunky. It's the travel watch for someone who values proportions over flex and history over hype. The Tudor Black Bay Chrono Blue, $5,675. The Black Bay Chrono Blue is Tudor flirting with motorsport heritage, while still wearing a blazer. At 41mm, it has presence, but the proportions keep it civilized. The panda-style blue dial is playful yet mature, like a tailored suit with colorful socks. Inside beats the MT5813, a Breitling-based, column wheel, vertical clutch chronograph with 70 hours of power reserve. Translation? Pushes feel like buttered glass. This is for you if you want one chronograph that feels sporty, luxury adjacent, and genuinely usable. It's thick, yes, but chronographs should feel a bit like machinery strapped to your wrist. Otherwise, what's the point? The Tudor Black Bay Chrono, $6,775. The classic Black Bay Chrono is Tudor's love letter to racing history. The reverse panda dial is bold, legible, and unapologetically sporty. At 41mm, it wears with authority, but the tapered bracelet keeps it civilized. Inside, the MT5813 delivers column wheel precision, vertical clutch smoothness, and 70 hours of power reserve. This is for you if you want a chronograph that feels like a modern classic. Something that pairs with sneakers or a blazer without feeling confused. It's Tudor's Daytona fantasy, but grounded in reality. The Tudor Black Bay Chrono Carbon 25, $8,425. The Carbon 25 is Tudor going full motorsport cosplay in the best way. Carbon fiber case, high contrast dial, and a racing-inspired aesthetic that feels straight off a pit lane. It's lighter, more aggressive, and visually louder than the steel versions. Inside, you still get the MT5813, column wheel, vertical clutch, 70-hour reserve. This is for you if you want a chronograph that looks fast, even when you're standing still. It's not subtle, but that's exactly the point. The Tudor Black Bay Chrono Flamingo Blue Dial and Pink Dial, $6,775. The Flamingo Blue Chrono is Tudor having fun and not apologizing. The dial is vibrant, playful, and borderline Miami Vice. Same 41mm case, same MT5813 movement, same serious chronograph architecture, but wrapped in pure dopamine. This is for you if you already own serious watches and want something joyful. It's a reminder that collecting isn't just about heritage and specs, it's about personality. The Pink Chrono is Tudor's cultural moment piece. Same robust chronograph architecture, but wrapped in a dial that screams modern collector culture. It's playful, polarizing, and instantly recognizable. This is for you if you like watches as conversation starters. It won't be timeless in the traditional sense, but it will timestamp your era of collecting, and that's kind of beautiful. The Tudor Black Bay 58 18 karat, $39,400. The Black Bay 58 in solid gold is Tudor whispering, "I've arrived." The green dial is lush, almost British racing green, and the warm gold case feels decadent without screaming. At 39mm, it's restrained, which somehow makes it more dangerous. Inside is the same MT5400 series movement, reliable, COSC certified, but here the specs are secondary. This is about identity. This is for you if you want a luxury statement that only watch people truly understand. For 40 grand, you're buying emotion, not efficiency. And honestly, that's the whole point of collecting. So which Tudor is actually worth buying in 2026? It depends on who you are. If you want a timeless daily watch that just works, the Black Bay 58 is still the emotional and rational pick. If you live for specs and want the most serious tool watch Tudor has ever built, the Pelagos Ultra is a titanium monster with a soul. If you travel, the Black Bay Pro is quietly one of the smartest GMTs under 5 grand. If you want a chronograph that balances motorsport DNA with daily wearability, the Black Bay Chrono Blue is a modern classic in the making. And if you want a luxury statement that whispers rather than shouts, that gold Black Bay 58 is pure collector poetry. Some of these watches are linked below via our authorized dealer partner. If one's been whispering to you, that's a safe place to look with full warranty. Let me know in the comments, which Tudor would you actually buy with your own money? And which one feels overrated? If you made it this far, please subscribe. And if you liked this video, you should watch this next one on the screen, because you might like it as well.